Hi, I'm Trae. People always think that I'm an idiot.
You may have seen Trae Crowder, the liberal redneck, in your Facebook feed recently.
That people...
His videos on transgender bathroom bills have gone viral.
But this transgender bathroom deal just won't go away. And you know it's getting out of hand now because we got white people boycotting Target. But now you ain't comfortable, so you're screaming, we gotta boycott Target, escape the date. Well, what do you think is gonna happen? You do know that transgender people have existed forever, right? What bathrooms you think they've been using?
We wanted to get to know Trae a little better, so we asked him 5 questions.
Is the liberal redneck a character? I mean, yes and no. I'm a comedian. It is a character, but it's only a character in as far as it's just an exaggeration of who I actually am. I mean, I did grow up super redneck. I have always been very liberal, you know, in terms of ideology or whatever. So really the only thing that makes a difference is in person, I'm not as like aggressive or in your face about my beliefs or whatever. I did that because I feel like that's how a lot of rednecks are, though. They're very, you know, this is what I believe, and I don't give a damn how you feel about it. And so I wanted to turn that around on them and, you know, show them, like, how that feels to be on the other side of that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much me. So, yes and no. How did the liberal redneck come to be liberal? A lot of reasons, but to try to be succinct about it, I mean, I grew up in abject poverty, right? And in my opinion, it should be the natural inclination of most really poor people to be liberal. I mean, I think otherwise you're going against your self-interest, which unfortunately a lot of them do. And they do, in my experience, mostly because of Jesus. And I just ain't never been particularly down with Jesus. And most of the reason for that is because my uncle, whom I love dearly, is gay. And so I just didn't appreciate a lot of the things the church had to say about him growing up. And so that pushed me away, and I think thus sort of kept me from being driven to, like I said, vote against my own self-interest, like unfortunately a lot of other poor people do. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. What other issues really upset the liberal redneck? You ain't gonna believe this, but all of them. I mean, you name it, and I've got an opinion on it. I mean, again, still a redneck, you know, so, yeah, I got some thoughts. But, honestly, I'm probably most passionate about the LGBT stuff, though, because of my uncle and the personal connection to it. But, I mean, you know, the whole income inequality, we're basically living in a plutocracy, which, you know, I could do without. The war on drugs has just been a catastrophe, you know, unlike anything else we've ever even had. And then, you know, from that, institutional racism is a big thing to me that I think is a major problem. And I mean, so I want to do videos about most of these things eventually. You know, it's just where the conversation's been right now has been on focus on the LGBT stuff. But yeah, I got some pretty strong opinions on most of it. All your typical bleeding heart stuff. So stay tuned, I guess. How has being the liberal redneck influenced my comedy? Well, being the liberal redneck hasn't influenced my comedy. I mean, it pretty much is and has been my comedy. I mean, I've only just now got some, you know, attention or notoriety, you know, however you want to look at it. But if you, like, talk to people, other comics and stuff that have known me for a while and everything, they'll tell you that this is always who I've been on stage, a more, like, progressive, you know, liberal redneck comedian, basically, because I've always wanted to sort of help break the stereotype that all rednecks, comics especially, have to be, you know, blue-collar, fart joke, Bible thumpers. So we're working on a tour right now with some other liberal comic buddies of mine. Yeah, there's more of us, and hopefully we'll have some details on that soon. But yeah, a lot of great doors have opened up through this, and I hope we'll continue to do so, so I'm super excited about it. What does the liberal redneck think about the 2016 election? You'll probably be surprised to learn that the liberal redneck is not altogether for it this election. I mean, it's absurd, frankly, everything about it. It's an absolute clown show. It makes me feel ashamed sometimes. And buddy, if you can make a redneck feel ashamed, by God, you are really doing it, because we are not known for giving a damn as a people. But yeah, it's just our political system just keeps getting crazier by the election cycle, as far as I can tell. And it almost seems like it's just coming to its like crap crescendo this year. So I mean, it's fascinating, but it also, I mean, you know, I'm a dad, so I'm, you know, I just hope we survive it. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Trae Crowder, and that's Trae Crowder, and I'll have all the videos on there, and also information on the tour that I mentioned earlier. And the last thing I want to say is I just really appreciate y'all having me. Means a lot to me, you know, and yeah, see you, bye.